Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. JOTA. And so sorry I didn't upload any video last night because I was so busy. As you know, I'm extremely busy these days with my move from United States all the way to Spain. So I'm finding house, finding cars, things like that. So as you know, every single move, man, is a pain in the ass, and it takes time. It takes so long, so I don't even have time. I mean, other than JOTA Real Madrid in Spanish, I don't have time for more stuff, man. So that's why I'm a little bit on and off, alternating days, trying to keep you posted, guys. But it's a quite hard business to me right now. It's quite challenging because I don't find the time, and I also have this kind of jet lag thing. I mean, when you don't even know when you're gonna sleep, when you wake up in the morning, when you walk out of the bed. I mean, it's a completely mess. But other than that, I'm good, and I wanted to keep you posted with more stuff from Real Madrid because apparently the summer is being really slow. But let me tell you what, we still have a bunch of things to talk about. And the first thing, probably the most interesting thing we have here, it is the news that came up like 1 hour ago regarding to Reece James, the player we've been chasing to over the last months, and the guy which has an issue for us right now because it's about the passports. The player is a UK player, so he doesn't have the European passport, so he might be out of the squad of Real Madrid, and we are not able to sign him until another Brazilian player, whether Militao, Vinicius, or Rodrigo, gets it, right? When they get the Spanish passport, I mean, we will be able to sign players like Jude Bellingham, Reece James, and also Gabriel Jesus, for example. Gabriel Jesus is already signed by Arsenal, but if we want to sign another Brazilian player, we will have more chances if these guys get the passports by January or December or whatever. But the thing is, Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti is still tracking and monitoring the situation of Reece James because, as you know, the guy has been very, very attached to Real Madrid over the last months. And just because we don't have any kind of real desired replacement for Dani Carvajal in the right back, this guy is still in the air, and his name is still in the wish list of Real Madrid. I mean, as you know, some of y'all probably want to ask me, okay, why are we taking then to Odriozola to the United States if we are not seeing the player like the natural replacement for Carvajal? And the answer is pretty simple. I mean, apparently Odriozola is a great guy, is a great player, but doesn't, how would I say this? I'm not gonna say Ancelotti doesn't like Odriozola because it's not true, but I think that Álvaro Odriozola never really fulfilled the expectations, never meet the expectations of Carlo Ancelotti, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why he prefers ahead of Odriozola to Vinicius Tobias instead of Álvaro Odriozola for the right back position. So that's why we are still tracking and monitoring the situation of Reece James. That is the first thing I have for y'all. Second thing is about Endrick. Endrick, within the next 48 hours, he will be turning 16 years old. So that means he will be able to sign a professional contract for the first time in his life. So that means Real Madrid might be there, drop an offer on the table, drop a bunch of money, and wait for the next 2 years for him to turn 18 years old, and then we'll be able to bring him over to Europe to play, right? So we still have to wait 2 more years, but we actually can sign the player right now in a couple days, man. I mean, in 48 hours. The problem is a bunch of clubs, a bunch of teams from the Premier League are also monitoring and tracking the situation of Endrick, so they might drop in a ton of money for the player. So we will have to wait a little bit more and see if that fits our ideas, expectations, scenarios, and all the stuff before to go ahead and sign him for the next 2 years. So that is as far as Endrick. And then more stuff. An update I have to give you all. It is Real Madrid is taking right now the flight to LA, to the United States, to start all over the tour, the Super Soccer Champions Tour that will join to FC Barcelona, Juventus de Turin, and America de Mexico to play against the first thing against Barcelona next Saturday, and then America de Mexico, and then right after that we will see the Real Madrid Juventus in San Francisco, I think, or LA, maybe, I don't know, but it's gonna be like in 7 days. But anyways, there are a bunch of players who have left in Spain, and the reason for that is because these players, they might be wrapping up the whole thing when it comes to leaving, departures, signing, and stuff like that. These players are, for example, Rafa Marin, Borja Mayoral, Antonio Blanco, Mariano Diaz, and I think that's it. Yeah, and the rest of the players have left Spain, and they are all the way right now, they are headed to the United States. And also, I don't think there are more important things regarding to Real Madrid right now. Yeah, I mean, the next one is going to be the Clásico, the Real Madrid Barcelona, the next Saturday in Vegas. It's going to be 5 a.m. Spain local time, 8 p.m. in Vegas. So, and Miguel Gutierrez will have to be sold this year, okay? Apparently, Ancelotti is not very convinced the player will perform in the manner, in the appropriate way. So he thinks the better choice for him, the better way for him is to leave Real Madrid this summer. So he will be sold to whomever comes to sign him, right? So that is for the most part what I have for y'all guys. Now let me know your thoughts about that. Just comment in the section below, and of course subscribe my channel, Real Madrid Hub.